Hello there, sweetie. How have you been since that night? I can't believe I neglected to acquire your phone number. Amanda here. An old friend eventually gave me your phone number. I was concerned that I wouldn't be able to reach you again.
What the heck? Amanda? Were you my childhood neighbor?
Yes, it is correct. We had been childhood pals. We talked about it a few weeks ago. The party was fantastic. We talked a lot and even had some beers. We were so engrossed in our conversation that we neglected to exchange phone numbers.
What? How long ago was it? I haven't attended a party in a long time. I've been far too preoccupied lately to do anything like that. I haven't seen you in at least 10 years. Remember when my parents divorced and I had to live with my mother? I haven't seen you in a long time.
What exactly do you mean? I saw you at the party and you took me home to have a wonderful time. Don't you remember?
What the hell?
I've been trying to figure out how to contact you again since the party.
I've never seen you or done anything with you. I believe you erred. No way.
Sure, keep joking around like that, it's adorable. There's no reason to feel ashamed. In any case, it was all voluntary. Remember that we have a date tomorrow. Remember how we scheduled it for tomorrow?
What? A date? No, what are you on about?
What? Why are you befuddled? You're the one who requested a date in the first place. Are you upset because someone gave me your phone number without your permission? You didn't intend for this to be a one-night stand, did you? Anyway, I couldn't stop myself. I quickly fell in love with you after seeing you again. I remember asking you for your phone number numerous times, but you were always playing hard to get. So I turned to an old acquaintance for help. You're not going to flee from me again, are you? You will be sorry if you do not keep your word about our date tomorrow. You don't want to mess with me.
No, I have no idea what you've been on about all this time. I haven't seen you in 10 years, and I didn't go to any parties. Is this some kind of joke? Are you playing a trick on me?
Guess what? Tomorrow, I have a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Please look forward to it. I'm ecstatic. I'll tell you after dinner. I've planned our entire day out, so please wait till then.
Could you perhaps slow down a little? I have no idea what's going on.
I'm going to bed now and can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart.
Wait! Could you please respond first? What the hell is going on?
Why are you not returning my calls? I've been waiting for you for 3 hours. Are you sure you're not going to our date today? I wanted to inform you over dinner that I was pregnant, but I guess I'll have to do it through SMS. I wanted to discuss our future plans. We plan to start a family together soon. What kind of house should we live in and where should we reside? What should we name our child, and when should we get married? Do you not want to discuss these issues with me? You are, after all, the father of this child. There are many people who wish to have a family one day, and you are going to become a father. Shouldn't we get married immediately away? What's the matter with you? You're going to have a child. Is this how you intend to treat your future wife? You're not exactly instilling confidence in me that you'll be a decent father or husband if you treat me like way. I have a feeling you want to end things. Are you serious? We're about to marry and have a child. You can't ignore me forever. Speak to me. I'm going to be your future bride. I will never agree to end our relationship and keep texting you if you continue to ignore me.
Good day, Basil. It's been quite some time. You remember me, don't you?
Adonis, hello. Of course, I remember you. 3 years have passed. We need to get together again.
3 years? I apologize for not getting back to you sooner.
Don't worry about it. We are both quite busy right now. It's difficult to make arrangements when we work and live far apart. So, how have you been?
Something strange is happening. Someone is playing a horrible prank on me. Things are also out of control, and I'm at a loss on what to do.
What precisely do you mean?
Do you recall the girl who lived next door to me in middle school? We all used to hang out with her, and she and I had a love-hate relationship, tease each other.
Yes, Amanda. I recall her clearly. You, myself, her, and other Adonis would spend a lot of time together. She recently relocated out of town. She mentioned wanting to be alone. She also went mad.
What do you mean, insane? How so?
Since you left, she has changed dramatically. She's not the Amanda we used to know.
So, what happened? What is the matter with her?
When it comes to males she likes, she has a problem. She becomes obsessed with them and will go to any length to force them into a relationship. She will even tell outrageous lies and message them frequently. Because of it, our friendship was shattered. Rumors about her quickly spread while she was still living here. If you ever see her, keep a safe distance from her.
I see. It's too bad she turned out that way. After all, she was an old acquaintance.
Her first boyfriend, sadly, went through a lot with her. She exploited him, gaslighted him, and was envious of him. She would even make up lies in order to have control over his life. He still goes to therapy and is dealing with a lot of trauma after they split up.
Are you talking about yourself, Basil? You used to say things like that when something awful happened to you and you didn't want other people to be concerned about it. I know you too well to understand how you speak.
You are correct. I apologize. I was one of her initial victims. She was envious and tried to control my life even though she was the unfaithful one. She would become obsessed with other guys and stalk them. She would also constantly message them. She shattered my heart and destroyed our friendship. You understand what I mean?
I'm sorry I can't relate. I can't believe you two got together after I left.
That's okay. And yeah, weird, right? Anyway, I'm pleased you don't have to go through what I did. Nobody should have to deal with her.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guy.
It's all okay. Anyway, is this prank you mentioned related to her?
That's pretty much it. Things started to make more sense once you told me about her. I was really perplexed earlier. I had absolutely no notion what she was on about. She's also been phoning and messaging me nonstop. It's eerie.
What exactly is she saying?
It's a lot to explain. She obtained my phone number from someone and began contacting me with bizarre messages.
What? No way!
Yeah, considering everything you've told me, I'm concerned about what will happen.
I can't believe she's messaged you. Yes, you must exercise caution with her. As I already stated, she had a bit of a reputation before she departed, so I'm not her only victim.
Yes, and when she contacts me, it's as if she's talking to herself. I believe I am her next target.
That appears to be the case.
She's been claiming that we met at a party, that I took her home, and that she's now pregnant. I'll email you screenshots of everything she said. It's too much to tell you.
Wait, what? Yes, please send them all. I looked through the screenshots you supplied me. This appears to be a serious problem. She has completely lost her mind.
Yes, I thought so as well.
Can you come to my house? We can hang out and decide what to do.
Sorry about that, man. I'm simply too far away, and I don't have the funds to travel at the moment.
That's all right. It's been quite difficult to get together over the last few years. Being a grown-up is a pain. I wish we could go back in time and hang around like we used to. We would spend hours playing video games, and all we had to worry about was schoolwork.
Yes, I agree. Work, home, sleep, and repeat. Now I must decide how to handle Amanda.
This entire issue is a mess. Do you have a girlfriend or are you dating anyone?
No, I've been single. I haven't had much time to date recently.
I see. That is not a problem. At the very least, Amanda will not target them.
Yes, but it appears that you've gone through a lot. Thank you for informing me about Amanda and her recent events.
It's not a problem. Just be mindful of how you communicate with her. If you say the wrong thing, she can go insane and upset.
Don't worry about it. Something about the situation doesn't seem right. I don't believe she knows where I am. I believe I am safe.
Really? Still, exercise caution. She has her own way of doing things, and she can be rather frightening at times.
Okay, I'll think about it. Now I have to get going. Work has been hectic lately. Please contact me at any moment and I will respond. Hopefully, we can get together again soon. I miss spending time with you.
Okay, and so do I. It has been far too long. You can talk to me if you get into any further difficulties with Amanda. Please let me know what happens.
Yeah, of course. I'll talk to you later.
Adonis! You have not responded to my email. It's unavoidable. I'll just have to find another way to catch your attention. I went ahead and made an online post about our marriage and how we are pregnant together. Everyone is now aware. Check it out. I went a step farther since I got a feeling you wanted to split up and have nothing to do with me. So, are you going to reconsider your decision now? I'm sure all of our friends and relatives are aware that you will soon become a parent. You need to start taking responsibility or this isn't going to end well. We're going to have a baby, therefore let's get married. You have no other option. Where should our wedding take place? I know exactly where I want to have it. Do you want to hear it? I'll notify you once you respond. I just want us to be married as soon as possible so that I may look thin in our wedding photos. My stomach will be too large for my dress if we don't hurry. Adonis, what are your thoughts?
It's truly terrifying how you can maintain a discussion with yourself. I wasn't even responding.
Oh. You finally responded to me. We're going to be husband and wife soon, so you really need to start communicating with me more. I'll give you one more opportunity. After all, you're about to marry me and become the father of our child.
Pay attention, Amanda. Right now, I'm in Canada.
Wait, what? Canada?
After my parents divorced, my mother and I relocated to Canada. She remarried someone from the area. I even finished college and now live on my own. I even have my own residences. I don't think I reside anywhere near you right now. Your social media page indicates that you live in Washington.
Right now, I'm completely perplexed. Do you actually not live in Washington any longer? I heard you relocated to Washington after finishing middle school, so I did as well.
We lived there for about a year before returning to Canada. Anyway, you mentioned that we met again a few weeks ago at a party and that I drove you home. It couldn't have been me because I don't live anywhere near you. It's impossible. I haven't been to a party in years. To be honest, I'm living a somewhat dull life right now.
So, wait a second. I even yelled your name at the party, and you responded. We also chatted about our childhoods. What you're saying is absurd. We hung out all night and you recognized me. It had to be you.
Please wait. You said my name and I recognized you? Could it be the other Adonis? Adonis Alexander? That is the only way this is feasible. Has he also relocated to Washington? It had to be him.
What?
Do you not recall him? Perhaps he was the one you met that night at the party. Not me.
No, I don't understand. That night, I slept with you.
As said previously, that couldn't be me. I am not a resident of Washington. It had to be Adonis Alexander.
No way did I confuse the two of you.
It's logical. He's the only other Adonis you've ever met. It's also been 10 years, and we all look a lot different than we did in middle school. Even though you guys spoke all night, we used to hang out all the time and have similar recollections.
What the heck? This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, but if everything you're stating is true, it appears to be what happened. You've just confused us. If you're actually pregnant and you've hooked up, you should look up his phone number and start contacting him.
No. I couldn't have made such a blunder. Not him, but you were my aim.
Is that how you view it, Target? You should be more selective about who you hook up with next time. What you're doing is dangerous, and you should never target males and do this to them in the first place. Anyway, since it's not my child, could you please stop texting me?
No, I cannot accept it. You're deceiving me. My husband is supposed to be you, not him. This time, I wanted you.
What is the matter with you?
You've changed so much. Just marry me instead of lying to me.
No! Right now, I'm being absolutely serious with you. It was you who committed the error, not me. I've already explained why it couldn't be me.
Is this what occurs after all of my efforts to obtain you? I desired you.
You seriously puzzled us. Is it true that you're pregnant, or are you lying? Amanda, what's the matter with you?
No, not at all. I lied. I was going to lie about being pregnant the night we hooked up, but now that I know it's not you, I'm furious. This time, I really wanted you.
Why are you lying and acting in this manner? We used to be close. Anyway, could you please put a stop to this?
Sure, just give me Adonis Alexander's phone number. I'll have to go after him immediately.
No, I'm not going to condone your actions. Amanda, you require assistance. I can't talk to you any longer.
Wait!
I'm sorry, but I'm blocking you right now. I immediately informed Basil what transpired after my talk with Amanda. I told him that I felt sorry for Amanda. After all, she was an old acquaintance in need of assistance. We also decided to contact Adonis Alexander and inform him of the situation. After chatting in a group chat for a few days, we decided to schedule a meeting to discuss how we could assist Amanda. Basil had continued to follow Amanda on social media and knew where she lived, so we all flew to Washington and met at Adonis Alexander's house. Amanda received a message from us, and he persuaded her to come over. Amanda was stunned when she arrived at his residence and discovered the three of us there. We sat her down and talked about her behavior and how she needed to get assistance. Amanda was completely overwhelmed, and memories from the past were discussed and brought back. She sobbed and agreed to counseling. Amanda reverted to her former self after starting treatment and taking medicine. We all ended up becoming close friends again. In the end, I'm glad we were able to reconnect her with some old childhood pals.
Hey, Carrie. It's been a long time since we talked. How do you do? I think the last time we spoke was at our high school reunion last year, right?
Oh, hello, Aaron. Yes, it's been a long time. What do you need?
You speak to me coldly. I know we haven't spoken in a while, but we were very close.
Why should that make a difference?
What do you mean? Of course it makes a difference. You were my best friend in high school.
Could you be more aware of yourself?
I don't know what are you talking about.
I'm talking about what happened at a high school reunion. I'm talking about you leaving and having an affair with one of our old classmates. He just got married a couple of weeks ago. They divorced because they couldn't control themselves.
Well, that. I didn't know you knew about that.
Of course, I know. Everyone at the reunion was talking about it. We're from a small town and we all know each other. Everyone knew what was going on within an hour.
I didn't realize that I was so popular.
Just to be someone else's family wrecker. I'm not sure that's anything to be proud of.
But at least everybody is talking about me. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. Me and him broke up a long time ago, so there is nothing more to talk about on that topic. Now I've started to meet other people and my life is better than before.
Oh. I understand. So why are you contacting me? We hardly talk at the reunion. I don't think there's anything to talk about between us. To be honest, I didn't expect to talk to you.
Well, I live in Chicago right now.
Chicago?
And I have just found out that your husband is one of the clients of the company I work for.
Oh, I understand.
We didn't have a chance to talk for long, but he told me he would be away from home for 6 months for work.
Yes. I think he'll be there until around September.
He said that he got the assignment because his manager liked him.
It's a way to deal with what happened.
Why didn't you go with him? I can't imagine being away from someone I love for so long. You still don't have kids, right?
No, we don't have kids, but things won't go well. It would be a major blow to my career if I had to be absent for so long.
You can quit your job. Then you could have gone to Chicago with him.
It's not as simple as that. Many factors led to my decision to stay here. Firstly, we just started a big project at my work a week ago. I'm on the lead on this particular project, so it would be a big hurdle to give it up. And even if I could delegate control to someone else, I don't want to leave my coworker behind while I'm doing something important.
Oh, really? I don't think your career is important to you. But I guess the decision has already been made, so it doesn't matter now.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I've got to go. A client is calling me. I'll text you later, all right?
No problem. Talk to you later. Hey, Carrie. How are you?
I'm fine. For what?
Another cold reception. Do you always greet everyone like that?
Why am I excited to receive a text from someone like you?
How about a person like me? What did I do?
I know you, Erin. You always have an ulterior motive when you come into contact with anyone. What do you want?
So sad. That is a really harsh thing to accuse someone of. Can't I just want to have a chat with a friend?
Okay. What would you like to chat about?
Well, there's something going on that I need to tell you about. Eric lived with me while he was on business in Chicago.
Eric? My husband?
Yes. We've lived together for the past few months.
I don't know what to say.
I know, I'm sure it's pretty surprising. Perhaps you are quite confused. I understand that. Your husband was sent to work away from home and then someone you used to be quite close to took him away from you. I'm sure there's a lot to take in. But really, it's your fault for making him live alone in an unfamiliar place for so long. Of all the people, I'm the one who knows how that feels. It was not a good feeling. I had to move to Chicago for things that weren't my fault and had to learn how to manage on my own in a new city. I understand the loneliness he feels, and that brought us together.
Don't try to make what you're doing okay by being poetic.
Sorry, I'm only like that when I'm in love.
An affair with a married man is nothing to brag about. Especially when the person you are talking to is the man's wife.
I think you're correct. However, I'm not trying to brag. I just feel like you should know it. He was far away from home and felt lonely, so I went to him. You should be glad he doesn't suffer.
Is that so? You are proud of your hand in another couple's marriage. At this point, I'm starting to think that having an affair with married men is just your preference.
You're just jealous that we're madly in love with each other. We have each other and nothing can stand in our way. I'm a bit sorry to have taken him from you. But with Eric's love, I knew I would get over it soon.
Erin, Eric didn't tell you? We've been divorced for a few months now.
What?
A lot of things happened before he left. We tried for years to build a happy family, but there were too many bad feelings between us. The time had come to let go, and we both moved on. Besides, given the way he was assigned the quest in the first place, I really don't think it will be the last. Above all, just like I said when we spoke a few months ago, My career is important for me. And our relationship has deteriorated to the point where there's no way I'm going to give it up to pursue him.
Oh. He has never said anything about it.
Remember when we talked about 6 months ago? The divorce was finalized approximately 2 weeks later.
So when Eric and I started talking, you were divorced?
Exactly. And because we didn't have kids and I planned it in advance, the divorce didn't make much of a difference. It was all said and done pretty quickly. It doesn't really matter at this point, but one thing I'm curious about. When did you and Eric start seeing each other?
About 4 months ago.
When did you start living together?
Nearly 2 months ago.
And the two of you have never talked about his marriage or anything?
I have never asked. But. Wait a minute. There's something not right. Sometimes he gets phone calls and texts from someone he claims to be his wife. And one day he asked me to stay out of our apartment until evening because he said his wife would come. If that's not you, who is he talking about? Did you visit him when he was in Chicago?
No, not even once. All divorce paperwork was handled through our attorney. There was no reason for me to meet him in person.
Then why did he tell me that his wife would come visit? Who is he talking about?
Perhaps he remarried?
With whom?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably the woman he met when we got divorced.
What? Did he meet someone when you got a divorce?
I told you that our relationship is in turmoil. It was another reason we broke up. Eric isn't really good at being faithful. He had more than one relationship when we were together. Looks like it didn't take him long to remarry and find a way to cheat on his new wife.
Wait. Do you know the person he dated when he divorced you?
Of course I know. I wanted to have some advantage if someone decided to make it difficult for the divorce proceedings, so I paid to do a full investigation. Part of that investigation was to find out the background of the woman he was dating.
Tell me who that is.
Now that I think about it, chances are you know her too.
Who is that?
Her name is Julia. She was the daughter of his own manager before he left for 6 months on the job. You said Eric is a customer of your company, right? You might have met her at a number of locations. I'm not sure if she's a full-time employee at the company Eric works for, but I've heard that she's also involved in business affairs from time to time.
What does she look like?
I don't really remember. But she is only 18 years old and only occasionally works at the company, so her father will support her.
18?
Some time has passed since the inquest, so she may be 19 years old.
How are they related? She is still very young.
I believe that she visited the office when she was still in high school. That's how they initially met. When I questioned Eric about the affair, he said that he fell in love with her from the moment he first saw her. Her father was very angry when he heard about it. That's why he sent Eric on a long business trip, so that they had to be apart. It seems that plan did not work out as he expected. For a while, I was really bitter about him getting involved with someone who was so young. But in retrospect, he was never good at being faithful. The age of the woman did not change that.
This is not reasonable. I thought he loves me.
I think her family money has a lot to do with his motives as well. Despite Julia's father's initial anger, Eric seems to be very wealthy. Some mutual friends told me that he always splurged on money as if it never ran out. So I'm pretty sure he's getting quite a bit of money from Julia.
How can he do that? She is 10 years younger than him. It's disgusting.
I agree. It makes me shiver when I think about that relationship. But that's not my business right now.
But if all this is true, why don't they live together? Why is he living with me?
Looks like they're building a new house. Perhaps they are waiting for construction to be finished and then move in together. A friend of mine who works at the company told me that she is pregnant. So I'm sure they have plans to move in together anytime.
Is she also pregnant?
I heard she will be coming next month.
But, what does all of this mean to me? Is he just using me as a place to stay until he's ready to move in with her? Does she know about this?
I find it funny that you must be so sad. Didn't you text me from the beginning to brag about stealing my husband? So you could say that the pain you're feeling right now is exactly what you hope I'm going to feel.
This is different. I don't care about you.
Oh. At least you're being honest, I guess.
You always get the best grades in high school and your teachers and boys love you more than anyone else. You think you are a lot better than everyone else. I always hate you so much.
Aaron, it's been more than 10 years since we graduated high school. Anything that happened in high school is long gone now. Let it be over.
I can't let it finish. You have everything and no one wants me. It just isn't fair. I love him very much. I thought it was my destiny to go to the city, and then you came here to do business. It's like the universe is saying that we should be together. I thought I had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be happy and avenge you all at once.
Well, it looks like another woman will get that happiness eventually. I wish her the best of luck in trying to keep him faithful.
What should I do? I don't understand how can he do this to me. I don't know what to do.
I do not know what to say to you. Talking to me about it is not going to help. Eric and I have nothing to do with each other anymore.
She was his former wife.
Yeah, and we got divorced. If I put myself in the middle of his life now, I'd only cause chaos for everyone. I won't get involved in this.
Well, what if you only talk to him as a friend of mine?
But we are not friends.
Not friends?
Look, Aaron, it doesn't matter how it is asked. Nothing I can do for you.
Please help me.
I can't. Anyway, I must go. I have a date tonight and I need to get ready.
A date? Are you meeting someone already?
I've been single for several months now. No wonder I'm dating. Goodbye, Aaron.
Carrie! Please help me. Just give me some tips. I wasn't feeling well for the past few days, so I took a pregnancy test. The test result is positive. I don't intend to get pregnant. Eric has left me to live with Julia. My heart hurts so much and I don't know what to do. Julia came to my office yesterday and told my manager about me having an affair with a client. Eric's company is canceling the contract with us. Rumor has it the company is blaming me for the loss of my contract and I could be fired any day. All of that on top of being pregnant. I don't really know what to do, Carrie. I always wonder to myself, why can't I be as intelligent as you? I had to move here because my family found out about my relationship with our former classmate. People who have a family. They cut me off and told me that they didn't want to see me again. So I moved here to start a new life, but look at me now. I thought that Eric would marry me and we would have a baby and build a life together. I told him I was pregnant and he just brushed me off. He said there was no way he would ever divorce again and start rebuilding his life. I don't know what I will do. I would have to raise this child as a single mother and now I could be unemployed. What should I do? Carrie, are you there? Please, Carrie. You are smarter than me and I know you will know what to do. Please give me some advice. Don't leave me all alone like this. Carrie, are you there? If you were a true friend, would you help me now? Carrie!
After that, Erin's desperation in her last messages made me wonder if Eric was paying child support for her or if he was going to try to ignore her and the kid altogether. However, that is not important. A DNA test ultimately proved that the baby wasn't even his. Erin still insists the child is Eric's, but the DNA test results don't lie. When that doesn't work, she finally admits that she had a one-night stand with another man. Erin contacted the man she was staying with that night, and he agreed to pay her a lump sum instead of child support and then disappear from her life. Erin runs away from town and returns to her parents' home while pregnant, but that doesn't last long. After the child was born, she immediately put him up for adoption. Her family immediately rejected her when she did. For Eric, things also don't quite end up being ideal for him. Rumors about his relationship with the manager's daughter began to circulate throughout the company. Some even said that he lured her to marry for money. No one will trust him anymore and his work efficiency will drop drastically. Last I heard, the company actually nearly declared bankruptcy because of the trouble he started with his relationship with Julia. Hey, Selena. It's been so long since we talked. How have you been? We last spoke at our high school reunion last year, if I recall correctly.
Oh, hi, Evan. Yeah, it has been a while. What do you need?
Why are you giving me such a cold reception? I understand that it's been a while since we last talked, but we used to have a close relationship.
Why should that make a difference?
What do you mean? Of course it makes a difference. You were my best friend in high school.
Are you not aware of your own actions and their impact?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm referring to the events that occurred during our high school reunion. I'm referring to your actions of leaving and engaging in an affair with one of our former classmates. He had just gotten married a few weeks before. They ended up divorcing because of your inability to control yourself.
Oh, that. I didn't know you knew about that.
Of course I knew. Literally everyone at the reunion was talking about it. We are from a small town and we all know each other. Everyone knew what was going on within the hour.
I didn't realize I was so famous.
Only for being a homewrecker. I'm not sure that that's something to be proud of.
Maybe, maybe not. But at least people are talking about me. But anyways, that doesn't really matter. Me and him broke up a long time ago, so there's nothing more to talk about on that subject. I've started seeing someone else now, and my life couldn't be better.
Oh, I see. So why did you contact me? We barely spoke at the reunion. I didn't think there was anything to be said between us. Honestly, I didn't expect to ever hear from you again.
Well, I'm living in Portland right now.
Portland, Oregon?
That's the one. And I just found out that your husband is one of the clients of the company I am working for now.
Oh, I see.
We didn't get a chance to talk for long, but he told me about how he was to be away from home for 6 months for work.
Yeah. I think he's scheduled to be there until around September.
He said that he got the assignment because his manager took a liking to him.
That's one way to put what happened.
Why didn't you come with him? I can't imagine being away from someone I love for that long. You don't have any kids yet, right?
No, we do not have kids, but it just wasn't going to work out. It would have been a major blow to my career to be away for so long.
You could have just quit working. Then you would have been able to come to Portland with him.
It wasn't that simple. A lot of factors went into the decision for me to stay here. For one, we just started a major project at my job a week ago. I'm taking the lead in this particular project, so it would have been a major setback to abandon it. And even if I could hand the reins to someone else, I didn't want to leave my coworker shorthanded in the middle of something important.
Oh, really? I didn't think your career was so important to you. But I guess the decision has been made, so it doesn't matter either way now.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I have to go. A client is calling me. I'll text you later if that's all right.
No problem. Talk to you again soon. Hey, Selena. How have you been lately?
Fine. What is it?
Another cold reception. Do you always greet people like that?
Why would I be happy to get a message from someone like you?
Someone like me? What did I do?
I know you, Evan. You always have an ulterior motive when you contact anyone. So what do you want?
Good grief. That's a really harsh thing to accuse someone of. Can't I just want to chat with a friend?
Okay. What did you want to chat about?
Well, as it happens, there is something that's been going on that I need to tell you about. Ben has been living with me while he is in Portland on business.
Ben? As in? My husband?
Yup! We have been living together for the past few months.
I have no idea what to say.
I know, I'm sure it's pretty surprising. You're probably pretty confused, I get it. Your husband was taken away from home by work, and then someone that you used to be pretty close to stole him away from you in a romantic sense. I'm sure it's a lot to take in. But really, it's kind of your fault for making him live by himself in an unfamiliar place for so long. Of all people, I am one who understands how that feels. It's not a good feeling. I had to move to Portland because of things that weren't my fault and had to learn how to make do by myself in a new city. I understood the loneliness that he was feeling, and that brought us together.
Do not try to make what you are doing okay by getting poetic.
Sorry, that's just who I am when I'm in love.
Having an affair with a married man is nothing to brag about. Especially when the person you are talking to is that man's wife.
I guess you're right. I promise I wasn't trying to brag, though. I just felt like you should know. He's away from home and feeling lonely, so I built the hole that you left by not coming with him. You should be happy that he's not miserable.
Is that so? You take pride in the fact that you stuck your hand into another couple's marriage. At this point, I'm starting to think cheating with married men is just a hobby to you.
You're just jealous that we are madly in love. We have each other, and nothing will stand in the way of us being together. I'm a little sorry for taking him from you. But with Ben's love, I know I will get over it soon.
Evan, did Ben not tell you? We've been divorced for several months now.
What?
There was a lot that happened before he left. We tried for years to make it work, but there were just too many bad feelings between us. It was time to let go and both of us move on. Besides, with the way that he got put on that assignment in the first place, I really don't think it will be the last. On top of all that, it's like I was saying when we talked a few months ago. My career is important to me. And our relationship had deteriorated to such a point that there was no way I was going to give it up to chase after him.
Oh, he never said anything about it.
You remember when we talked about 6 months ago? The divorce was finalized about 2 weeks after that.
So, when me and Ben started talking, you were already divorced?
Yes. And because we have no kids and I make plans you have money on my own, there wasn't much to the divorce. It was all said and done pretty quick. Not that it really matters at this point, but there is one thing I'm curious about. When did you and Ben start seeing each other?
About 4 months ago.
When did you start living together?
Almost 2 months ago.
And the two of you never talked about his marriage or anything?
I never asked. But, hang on a second. Something's not right. He gets phone calls and texts sometimes from someone that he said was his wife. And the other day, he asked me to leave our apartment until the evening because he said his wife was coming. If that's not you, then who is he talking about? Have you ever come to visit him while he's been in Portland?
No, not even once. All of the divorce paperwork was handled through our attorneys. There was no reason for me to see him in person.
Then why would he tell me his wife was coming to visit? Who the hell is he talking about?
Maybe he got remarried?
To who?
If I had to guess, I would say it's probably the woman he was seeing when we divorced.
What? He was seeing someone when you divorced?
I told you our relationship was in shambles. That's another reason that we split. Ben is really not good at being faithful. He had more than one affair while we were together. Sounds like it didn't take him long to remarry and find a way to cheat on his new wife. He never learns.
Wait. Do you know the person that he was cheating on you with when you divorced?
My best friend sleeps with my husband, or someone else's husband. I'm single. I wanted to have some leverage if you decided to make the divorce proceedings difficult, so I paid to have a full investigation done. Part of that investigation was to look into the background of the woman he was seeing.
Tell me who it is.
Now that I think about it, there's a chance that you know her too.
Who is it?
Her name is Kaylin. She's the daughter of his own manager before he left on the 6-month work assignment. You said that Ben is a client of your company, right? You may have met her at some point. I'm not sure if she is a full employee at the company Ben works for, but I hear that she involves herself in business affairs sometimes.
What does she look like?
I don't really remember. But she is only 18 years old and mostly just does company work from time to time, so her father will give her an allowance.
18?
A little time has passed since the investigation, so she might be 19 by now.
How did they even get involved with each other? She's so young.
I believe she visited the office some when she was still in high school. That's how they originally met. When I confronted Ben about the affair, he said that he fell in love with her the first time he saw her. Father was furious when he found out. That's why he sent Ben on an extended work trip, so they would be far away from one another. It seems that plan has not worked out like he hoped. For a while I was really bitter about the fact that he got involved with someone so young. But looking back, he was never good at being faithful. The age of the woman doesn't change that.
This doesn't make sense. I thought he loved me.
I think her family's money has a lot to do with his motivations as well. Despite her father's initial anger, Ben seems to be doing well financially. Some mutual friends tell me that he's always blowing money like he will never run out. So I'm pretty sure he is getting quite a bit of money from her.
How could he do that? She's more than 10 years younger than him. That's disgusting.
I agree. It creeps me out to even think about that relationship. But that's none of my business now.
But if all this is true, then why aren't they living together? Why is he living with me?
I remember something about they were having a new house built. They are probably waiting for construction to finish and then move in together. A friend of mine that works at the company told me that she is pregnant now. So I'm sure they plan on moving in together anytime now.
She's pregnant, too?
So I hear. She's probably due sometime next month or the month after.
But what does all of this mean for me? Was he just using me for a place to live until he was ready to move in with her? Does she know about this?
I find it kind of funny that you should be so upset. Didn't you message me in the first place to brag about stealing my husband from me? So you could say that the pain you are feeling now is exactly what you hoped I would feel.
This is different. I don't care about you.
Wow, at least you're honest, I guess.
You always had the best grades in the high school and the teachers and boys loved you more than anyone else. You think you're so much better than everyone else. I always hated you so much.
Evan, it's been over 10 years since we graduated high school. Whatever happened in high school is long past now. Let it go.
I can't let it go. You always had everything and no one ever wanted me. It's just not fair. I love him so much. I thought it was fate that I moved to the city and then he came here for business. It was like the universe was saying we should be together. I thought I had a once-in-a-lifetime chance to be happy and get revenge on you all at once.
Well, it looks like another woman is going to get that happiness in the end. I wish her luck trying to keep him faithful though.
What should I do? I don't understand how he could do this to me. It hurts so much. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to tell you. Talking to me about it won't help. Ben and I have nothing to do with each other anymore.
You're his wife first.
Yes, and we divorced. If I were to put myself in the middle of his life now, it would only cause chaos for everyone. I'm not getting in the middle of this.
Well, what if you just talk to him as my friend?
But we're not friends.
We're not.
Look, Evan, it doesn't matter how you ask. There's nothing I can do for you.
Please help me.
I can't. Anyways, I have to go. I have a date tonight and I need to get ready.
A date? You're seeing someone already?
I've been single for several months now. There's nothing strange about me going on a date. Bye, Evan.
Selena. Please help me, just give me some advice. I haven't been feeling well the last few days, so I took a pregnancy test. The test was positive. I didn't plan on getting pregnant. Ben has already left me to go live with her. My heart hurts so much and I don't know what to do. Kaylin came to my office yesterday and told my manager about how I was having an affair with a client. Ben's company is canceling its contract with us. There's a rumor that the company is blaming me for the lost contract and I could be fired any day now. All of that on top of being pregnant. I really don't know what to do, Selena. I always do this to myself. Why can't I be smart like you? I had to move here because my family found out about my relationship with our old classmate. The one who was married. They cut me off and told me they didn't want to see me ever again. So I moved here to try and start a new life, but now look at me. I thought that Ben would marry me and we would have a baby and build a life together. I told him that I was pregnant and he just blew me off. He said there was no way he was going to get another divorce and start all over rebuilding his life. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to raise this child as a single mom and now I might be out of a job. What should I do? Selena, are you there? Please, Selena. You are smarter than me and I know you'll know what to do. Please give me some advice. Don't leave me all alone like this. Selena, are you there? If you were a real friend, you would help me right now.
The sense of desperation conveyed in Evan's final messages made me question whether Ben would fulfill his responsibility of paying child support or if he would attempt to disregard both Evan and their child entirely. In the end, though, that didn't matter. Subsequently, a DNA test confirmed that the baby was not his biological child from the start. Despite Evan's persistent insistence that the child was his, the undeniable truth of the DNA test proved otherwise. In the face of irrefutable evidence, she finally confessed to having a one-night stand with another man. She reached out to the man she had been with that fateful night, and after some negotiation, he agreed to provide her with a one-time payment instead of ongoing child support. Following the transaction, he promptly vanished from her life. She sought refuge at her parents' place and temporarily stayed there during her pregnancy, but her stay was short-lived. After the baby was born, she immediately put him up for adoption. Her family promptly disowned her upon her return. As for Ben, things didn't conclude in an ideal manner for him either. Rumors started circulating around the company about his involvement with the manager's daughter. Some even went as far as claiming that he manipulated her into a marriage solely for her wealth. He lost the trust of everyone, and as a result, his work performance drastically declined. The company was on the brink of bankruptcy due to the turmoil caused by his relationship with Kaylin, or so I heard. Hey, Orla. Guess what? I have exciting news for you.
What's going on, Flora? Did something good happen?
No, you don't understand. It's not just ordinary news. That's super exciting news.
Then hurry up and tell me about it.
Oh, you'll love it. I finally broke up with my boyfriend. I broke up with him.
Well, is that so? You mean the married loser is cheating on you? I mean, I told you not to marry a married man, didn't I? I also tell you to break up with him as soon as possible. Well, I guess it's great now that you finally understand why I said those things.
Sorry for worrying you all this time. From now on, I will have a healthy love life. That means I wouldn't date a married man.
Hey, Flora. I love it. Looks like you're going back to being like you were in the old days.
Oh yes, and I have another confession to make. I already have a new lover.
Do you have a new boyfriend? You didn't waste time.
Ha, not even a second. The real reason I broke up with my ex was because of my current boyfriend.
Yes, I can guess. Maybe I should take back what I said about you getting back to the old days.
What can I say? Anyway, I fell in love at first sight. I knew our love was destined to blossom from the first time I met him. In that moment, I decided that I had to leave my ex for this wonderful new man. I dropped my ID on the bus the day before. He picked it up for me and followed me through 10 stations ahead just to give it back to me.
Oh, that's great. Seems like a really nice guy, right?
Right. He is a gentleman. Oh, I just know that he fell in love with me right away and followed me just to see me again.
Oh, are you kidding me? Do you understand yourself?
He could have given it to the bus driver, but he gave it to me. The saying love makes miracles is true. And to show my gratitude, I invited him to lunch. We got to know each other, and that's how we ended the date.
God, my brain just can't keep up with the pace of your dating process.
This is how it feels to finally meet that person. You will understand one day. Everything went very smoothly because we had the intention from the beginning.
Oh yes, of course.
So when I contact you next time, I can invite you to our wedding.
Yes, that's great.
Hey, that's not the answer I was looking for. You have to say that you will get married before me.
Why do I say that?
I mean, it's nice to get dating advice from you. But sometimes you need to focus on yourself before meddling in someone else's life. You should put more effort into your dating life. Now is not the time to interfere in my affairs.
All right. Don't worry about me. My love life is very good. You're always asking a lot of questions, so that's why I'm giving you dating advice.
Unlike you, I'm an expert in dating, and that's just my advice to you. The love of your life only comes to you when you least expect it. You should start improving yourself as a woman to get ready when a good man appears in your life.
I think I'm doing a good job as a woman, thanks. Plus, I'm getting married soon.
Wait, is this a joke? Are you planning to get married?
You talk about yourself all the time when you're with me, so I don't get a chance to tell you. I have had a lover for a long time and I have decided to marry him.
How do I not know anything about this? Are you kidding?
Someone I thought was your friend proposed to me a long time ago. Something happened in between and now we're getting married. Well, it all went very smoothly, so by your logic, I have met the love of my life.
Wait.
When the wedding date is confirmed, I will let you know. Of course, you will be invited.
I cannot believe this.
Why do you say that?
I'm saying I can't believe you're going to get married before me. Oh, this is unacceptable. You are so inexperienced in dating. How could this happen?
Why are you so mad? Shouldn't you congratulate me? It's a common reaction when a friend announces they're getting married.
Why should I congratulate you?
So what's wrong with you?
Okay, this is how it should be. I should get married first. I can't lose to you in anything.
Wait, what do you mean by losing? Marriage is not a contest. What is happening to you?
Of course it is. Ever since we were kids, you've always been inferior to me, and it will always be.
Oh. You have lost your mind.
No, it's very simple. You're not allowed to get married before me, and that's all. Understand it with your head, okay?
A few hours later.
Hey Orla. Looks like I'll be home late today. My friend had a wedding, and we were drinking to celebrate.
Oh, if so, have a good time. Just be careful about how much alcohol you drink.
Of course. Have you told your friends yet? If you have any plans with anyone, you can go, never mind me.
Thank you very much. But I think I will decline that offer. All my close friends live far away, and my only childhood friend is mad at me for some reason as well.
Mad at you? Why?
I told her that we will get married soon. She told me she couldn't believe that I would get married before her, and was very angry. She treated the whole thing as if it were a contest or something.
Well, I guess some people take this pretty seriously, don't they?
From a young age, she had a huge ego and always wanted to be number one in everything. Once, I started dating a guy who was older than me, and she started saying that she could find a better boyfriend than me. And the guy she found was a married freak, twice her age.
What?
Then I guess she got caught up in the excitement of dating married men. She will also ask for advice, but all of that is really just bragging on her part. However, she is my childhood friend, so I can't leave her alone. So I was just trying to convince her to break up with him.
Seems like a crazy job.
I didn't even know she was competing with me even in marriage. But I was shocked that she didn't say congratulations when I told her about us.
Hey, cheer up. So how about we get married before her? Let's see how she reacts.
Are you serious?
Actually, someone recently recommended me a wedding venue. I took a look at it during a break from work, and it's a beautiful place. I'm sure you like it too, Orla.
Now you've got my attention.
So my plan is that we go see the place together this weekend, and if you like, let's sign the contract on the spot. And before your crazy friend says anything, get married happily.
So early?
You should say sorry to her for having a happy marriage in the most ironic way possible. Oh, I'd love to see her reaction.
Wow, I didn't know you had such a personality in you. But I don't have the guts to do such a thing.
No. A friend who cannot congratulate a friend's wedding is not a true friend at all. And it sounds like she's looking down on you. Maybe it's time for you to definitely win her.
You think she'll give up on this whole pointless contest if we get married first?
Of course. For the irrational types of people who look down on you, the best thing you can do is show them how happy and content you are with your life. Okay, I made reservations this weekend to see some places. I've booked appointments at 3 different locations just in case, so let's pick a venue for this weekend's wedding.
Well, I guess we're doing this already. But really, thank you. I am looking forward to this weekend.
2 weeks later.
Hey Orla. Guess? I have big news for you.
Now, what happened?
I told you last time, don't you remember? I said that the next time I contact you, it's because I'm getting married. My prediction was correct.
Wait, really? You will get married?
Exactly. My boyfriend proposed to me.
Oh. Everything happened faster than I thought.
Last time we met him, he was talking to me about the wedding venue. This is the clearest sign that he wants to marry me.
Wait a minute.
And the places he gives examples are my favorite places. If he doesn't really love me, I know things like this are impossible.
Hey, wait, Flora, I need to ask you a question. Did he really propose to you?
What do you mean?
Well, hearing your story doesn't sound like he's proposing to you.
I know you still insist that I'm getting married before you. So I understand you're jealous, but can you stop saying ridiculous things? This is a marriage proposal. What else could it be? We will get married and it has been decided.
Well, I hope that is indeed the case. I will say congratulations now.
Thank. Well, the news isn't over yet.
What else?
Oh, you didn't expect this. My fiancé is actually your boyfriend.
You are too funny. You don't even know my boyfriend. You didn't know he existed until recently.
I couldn't accept that you got married before me, so I followed you home so I saw his face. That's when I decided to get in between the two. I was just flirting with him, didn't think he would propose to me right away.
Are you kidding?
That must be why he was in such a hurry to marry me. Right after he proposed to you, he met the true love of his life, which is me.
That is really not possible.
Oh, I totally get that you can hardly accept all of this at once. But sooner or later you will find out the truth. Because it's only a matter of time until he dumps you. Oh, I feel so bad for you. Sorry I saw your fiancé. Above all, forgive me for being married first.
My fiancé is laughing a lot right now.
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
He says he can't believe you're the creepy guy he met on the bus. He thinks you're a new, undiscovered species. He laughs so much, I almost feel sorry for you.
Why is he smiling? What's funny?
Of course you won't understand. I have never known a person who could be so overconfident.
Wait a minute, this typing. Is this Zane? Hey baby, I know you're pretending because you're in front of Orla.
Zane took Orla's phone and texted.
We are getting married soon and we have a lifetime of happiness ahead of us.
What are you acting weird?
I gave your ID to you, it's true. But another fact is that I don't do it with romantic intentions. You said you loved me at first sight? That's why I gave it to you. You are a crazy woman. I have some work to do around that area, and I believe I told you when I gave it to you.
Well, I think you were lying to hide your true feelings towards me. I know you want to see me again.
Oh, you can't be saved. Maybe you should see a psychologist. You are completely delusional.
We even had lunch together, remember? It's our anniversary. We started dating from that day.
Wait. Are you talking about the coffee shop we went to? We don't go. I go in alone and you rush into that cafe like a hungry mad dog. Then you just sit at a nearby table. You haven't even said a word.
Well, even though we didn't sit together, we ate at the same restaurant. That means we ate together.
What the hell are you talking about?
And if we can have lunch together, it means you feel comfortable around me.
Wait, I know you're crazy, but now you're scaring me.
I'm not crazy or scary. Stop being so mean to me. You see me again a few days later on the same bus. That's when you told me about the wedding plans. Oh, that's the proposal, it's so obvious. I know how you feel about me, stop doing that.
I didn't talk to you about the wedding, you came to me and started that conversation. I've got a flyer for the wedding venue, and you're talking about how much you love it. I mean, you're the only one talking.
You heard.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Get up and leave? We are on a bus. What kind of crazy man would want to propose to a woman like you?
Oh, it's too much. You lied to me.
So, are you a victim? Oh my gosh, I really go crazy just hearing you talk. You really are a clown.
This cannot happen to me.
From what I heard from Morla, I thought you were just a freak with a big ego. Now, I know that you are a liar who needs these false stories to feed your giant ego. You are much worse than someone with a big ego.
You are insulting me. You are an asshole.
Well, I'd like to apologize for everything being clear. My work here is done. I only request to you is not to disturb my beautiful fiancé anymore.
A few months later.
Hey Orla. Why did you send me your wedding invitation? You two are too bad for me. Do you really think I'm going to attend this wedding?
Well, I wasn't going to invite you, but Zane thinks you should have some final proof that the two of you are definitely not an item.
Tell him not to talk to me anymore. No soul on earth wants to attend your wedding. I'm refusing no matter what.
Yes, that's right for you.
I know deep down you're looking down on me because I'm still single and you're getting married. You two are the worst couple ever.
No, actually, I don't think so at all. Whatever has happened recently, you are still my oldest friend. As for me, I really want you to come to my wedding.
That is too bad. I'm not happy enough to go to your wedding. I will marry a man much better than you, and I will meet many people every day to get there.
I didn't know you would go that far.
Even if you are winning now, I will be the one to defeat you in the end. I will marry a rich and handsome man, you wait and see.
Wedding day.
Help me, Orla. I need you by my side.
Hey, what happened?
I just really need your help right now. The wedding is over, isn't it? Do you have a lot of gifts? I need you to get those and go to the cowboy bar right now.
Hey, I don't understand what's going on. Calm down and can you explain your situation?
Someone dropped their wallet when they were leaving. And I thought maybe this was an omen that I would meet my next lover, so I ran to give it back.
Oh, that's your good. That's the Flora I know and love.
But what happened is now he said that I stole some money in my wallet before returning it.
Oh, right?
Of course not. And I tried to tell him I would never do that. But several others have sided with him. They said I looked suspicious. Then one person said they would see me intentionally dropping the item before.
What does that mean? What do they mean when you always drop things?
Oh good. Let me tell you the truth. My strategy is to drop things and see who picks them up to find my soulmate. Then I can brag to you about how I met my fiancé.
Is that your strategy?
Yes. I dropped things like my ID and exchanged phone numbers with people who picked them up for me. But I haven't met anyone yet.
Because you always do. People are suspecting you of a crime you didn't commit. I don't think people think so.
Hey, please, help me out. People are saying I stole it. No one believes me. A childhood friend like you must be on my side. I need you to tell people that I'm someone who would never do something like that. Say it in front of everyone.
Oh, no way.
Why?
As your childhood friend and know you, I think you stole it too. There's no way I can convince all those people that you're innocent.
Wait.
And moreover, if I help you here, you might think I've forgiven you for everything you've done to Zane and me.
Do not say that.
I just finished my wedding and I feel like I'm on top of the world. So can you please not bother me? See you again. Good luck with your little trouble.
After that, Flora was able to clear up the misunderstanding, but that wasn't the last time she was accused of fraud by people after they found her strange. Moreover, a lot of places have caught her and she has been blacklisted because the bad guy who specializes in dropping things is trying to scam guys. That's what I heard. Now she's been banned from a lot of bars, so I heard she started trying her luck at the mall. When she saw the mall full of teenagers, she looked even scarier than before.